So we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So did Cardi B take Nicki Minaj documentary deal? Now, if you guys remember, Nicki Minaj in 2020 said that she was doing some sort of docuseries with HBO.
So Ckiminaj, and I'm very excited to finally share with you guys that my docuseries is coming to HBO Max. And it's going to give you guys a raw, unfiltered look at my personal life and my professional journey. And I can't wait to share it with you. Make sure you guys follow HBO Max Pop, and Bronze Studios to keep updated on everything that's going on. I'll see you soon.
Now, since then, Nicki Minaj, unfortunately, has not put out the documentary and has not gave any announcement for the documentary. But allegedly, Cardi B is allegedly working on her own documentary. As we know, Megan Thee Stallion put out her documentary last year. I believe it was on Amazon Prime. And in that documentary, she mostly talked about the shooting incident that happened, with Tory. Now, with that being said, what is Cardi B probably going to talk about? Her divorce, probably being a single mom, getting back into music, trying to become a billionaire. So, she has a few topics that she can discuss. I don't know if the people would be interested because I didn't watch Megan Thee Stallion's documentary, to be quite honest. Okay. So I don't think I would watch Cardi B's if I didn't watch Megan Thee Stallion's. But let me know how y'all feel about it, if you guys would be here for a Cardi B documentary. Now, moving on from that, fans are calling out Doja Cat and saying that she's being too nice or too humble with Doechii. Now, if you guys remember, Ebro and Apple Music basically called Doja Cat a culture vulture and said that, they don't really know if she's authentic or not. And she clapped back. She also praised Doechii because fans have been comparing, Doja Cat and Doechii. And she said, Doechii is my inspiration. Doechii is here to stay. And a fan said, this is why Doja Cat will never be the queen and always number 2 because she's too effing nice to these rap hoes. Like, how don't you jack your aesthetics and sound, but she's your inspiration? Then another fan stated that Doja's breaking the generational female rap-ish by being kind and humble, something others couldn't obviously do. Is that a sneak diss to Nicki Minaj? Who couldn't obviously do that? Doja doesn't want to be the queen. She wants to do her, okay? Now, I will say this. I feel like Doja Cat was being strategic when she said Doechii's here to stay and Doechii's her inspiration. I do think that she thinks, Doechii is talented. I mean, she brung her out on, her first arena tour. She said that she wanted to collaborate with Doechii when Doechii wasn't even really hot yet. So I do think she's a fan and that she's talented. But I think she only tweeted that because she was tired of fans comparing her to Doechii. And, Doja Cat probably notices a shift where she's not getting that support right now, especially with these 2 new singles out. And she's seeing, Doechii blow up and get rap album of the year. So I'm seeing that she probably peeping what's happening. And she wants to make it seem like she's supporting other female rappers, that she's not in competition with them. Cardi B does the same thing. Cardi B always pretends to show love to Megan Thee Stallion, Gorilla Glue, and all these other female rappers. But in reality, a lot of these female rappers really don't fully F with each other like that. Okay, but it's good to seem like you are humble or that you don't want any competition, because that way, people won't feel like you're competing for a spot. And I don't think Doja Cat wants to be the queen either. Okay. That's why she's not lyrical. If she wanted to be the queen, she would be stepping up her bars. Okay, let's be very clear. She does not want to be the queen. Now, My Desert predicts Lisa will bring out Doja Cat and Ries during her Coachella performance this month. It was reported that these three hit the Oscars stage for a flashy tribute to the James Bond franchise, and we can only hope that they'll team up again for another iconic Coachella moment. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I really don't need a performance from these three, because the song was kind of mid. At first, I was like, wow, this song is kind of fire, but I feel like over time, I realized that it didn't really have any longevity. And what I mean by that is that it's not a song you can listen to over and over again. Okay, it doesn't have any replay value. That's what I really meant to say. Now, Cardi B went on her weekly go after a Barb rant like she usually do. She has went back and forth with this Barb before, and the Barb said, "You talking all this money-ish, but you the same B that got here ranting about off the cheap not buying you dusty kids Christmas gifts. You do Shein ads, promote scams for money. I replied cause you came on my page under my tweet. Next face shifter." Then Cardi B went to the gutter. She said, "Dusty ass kids. B word, you look like you were walking a blank 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 IDS. You strong face B word. Your crackhead ass mama never gave you attention and let your siblings touch on you. That's why you crave attention from me, cause you got mommy issues B word." Didn't Nicki Minaj say that about Erica Stanks? Is she recycling Nicki Minaj's clapbacks? I could have sworn Nicki said the same thing about Erica Stanks in Koi Fish, and it seems as though she's recycling old clapbacks Nicki Minaj used to use. Okay, that's what this is given. Then she said, "Take a picture of your crib, you dirty hoe. There's not a day you don't talk about me. That's what Elon throws you in my algorithm, dirty diarrhea mouth B word." Wow. And Cardi B continued and said, "With that face, N-words was still spending thousands just to see me dance. Even your fave celebs." She said N-words wouldn't even throw you napkins. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even get hired because you such a weak looking B-word. Ho, don't throw black women in the fact that you are a weak looking B-word. Then she said B-words can never answer why they be on every tweet, every space, up on everything I put on my channel, like obsessed. Okay, so she's saying that some of the Barbs are obsessed with her. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Cardi B spends more time on social media than she does in the studio. I feel like if she put this energy into the music, she would have already had a hit in her second album out. I feel like she go back and forth on social media way too much. I feel like her life is consumed with social media. Because why are you going back and forth with Barbs and stamp pages? You do this all the time, okay? I feel like the reason why low-key is because she wants Nicki Minaj attention, but Nicki is paying her dust, so she got to get attention from the Barbs. Now, an alleged Met Gala guest list has been circulating on the internet, okay? Allegedly, Nicki Minaj, Dua Lipa, Timothy and Kylie, Doja Cat, Doechii. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Doja Cat and Doechii going to the Met. Olivia Rodrigo, Karol G, Tyler. Who else do we care about on this list? I don't think I care about anybody else on this list. Allegedly, Cardi B and Rihanna are also supposed to be at this year's Met. So let me know, which celebrity are you guys excited to see? I'm definitely excited to see Doja. I feel like she might kill it. Okay, because she's been in her heavy fashion bag lately. Okay. No shade of Doja Cat. She went in Lizzo's t-shirt last time, and she really deserved Donkey of the Day for that. I think I did give her Donkey of the Day. I mean, that was a mess. So I'm not excited to see Doja Cat because I feel like she might look a hot mess. It also has been reported that Selena and Haley are going to this year's Met. Oh my goodness, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is going to be great. And the weekend going this time? Oh, yes. All we need is Justin and Benny Blanco. It's going to be a hot, stinking mess. It's going to be a messy Met Gala. I'm here for it, though. I got my popcorn ready, my ear to the streets, okay? Because we need the tea as to what is going to pop off. But I'm sure Selena and Haley going to pretend like everything is cool and fine, like they've done in the past where they've taken pictures together at certain events. And we all know they really don't mess with each other like that, but they like to pretend like they cool. I'm sure they're going to do the same thing. Now, moving on from that, Paolify has once again removed notable streaming volume from tracks across genres for the third month in a row. They did it in February, March, and April of 2025. Now, Russ, if you don't know who Russ is, he's an independent artist. I think he was signed to Titanic Records at one moment in time. He said Paolify is removing stream counts from big artists who are faking their streams but won't release the names of said artists. The artists and labels doing this are losers, okay? So he's calling out the artists that are allegedly getting payola because Paolify said they are removing streams, but they haven't dropped any names. But it looks like, Kung Fu Kenny and D0JA have not been affected by the streams being removed because Anxiety was the most streamed rap song this week on Paolify, and Luther was the second most streamed rap song on Paolify. Not Like Us was the third most streamed rap song on Paolify. They're saying allegedly they have removed streams from Champagne Thickums, and that's why Nokia, even though everybody's saying it's such a hit, is only doing 19 million streams on Paolify, which is okay, but I think it was doing 25 or like close to 30. I don't think it was exactly 30, but it was like 25, 22 million before Paolify removed some of the streams. So it looks like they believe, I'm not saying Champagne Thickums is, but they believe Champagne Thickums is using Paola. Okay. And even with the new music video, unfortunately, he will not be going number one with Nokia, even with the new music video. But, maybe next week he will. We never know. Now, moving back on to Doechii and Doja Cat. Doechii finally replied to Doja Cat's tweet about, Doja Cat saying Doechii is her inspiration. Doechii's here to stay. And the Swamp Princess said, I love you. I love you. You maintain excellence in rap. You are an icon. You are the performer and artist we all know we can count on to make it cool art. Keep ishing on everybody, boo. Nobody effing with you. V coming soon, B words, okay? So it looks like, she could possibly be on Doja Cat's album or, Doja might be on her album. Like I said before, I do believe that they like each other's music. I don't believe that they're friends. Okay? And I do feel like Doja Cat feels some type of way about Doechii's success. But she can't vocalize it because she doesn't want to come off as a hater. And that's why she made those tweets. I think it was a strategic move. Similar to how Cardi B bigs up Megan Thee Stallion, and I don't think that they're friends either. Okay? But if they're hating on each other, it can actually not work in their favor, similar to the JT situation. JT fell out with Cardi B and Gorilla Glue, and she got the short end of the stick. Everybody drags her now for every little thing because she fell out with them. Now, it has been reported that Justin Bieber could be thrown into a tailspin by wife Haley, as friends suggest that the troubled couple seek counseling. Interesting. There are allegedly fears for Justin Bieber's well-being, especially since his outbursts have escalated in the last recent months. Allegedly, Hailey Bieber is reaching a tipping point in their relationship Their friends are encouraging them to go to couple counseling because allegedly they're having relationship issues because he keep tripping on Selena and her engagement. It has been reported that the way their relationship is now, they both know it could be better. It's not as bad as some are saying, but it is strained. They are saying the 31-year-old singer has become increasingly unrecognizable, fueling concerns with videos of himself taking drags from a bong, smoking weed, and acting erratically on an impromptu live stream, okay? And we saw that live stream. And y'all know what live stream they're talking about. Here's the thing. Justin, in my opinion, I do think he does need help, right? But I also feel like Hailey Bieber's the problem. She stalked this man, okay? Tried to get access to him. She has access now. And the thing is, she doesn't make him happy. I think internally, he doesn't want to be married to Hailey. I don't care what nobody says. People say, well, he chose her. Yeah, after it didn't work out with Selena. Let's be very clear. It wasn't like she was the first choice. She was the rebound that turned into the main girl once Selena and her friends and family told her, leave Justin alone. Okay? Mind you, allegedly, he proposed to Selena first. She turned him down. Now, with that being said, that's what he's really internally struggling with. He knows he didn't make the right decision when it comes to that. And then also, he probably went through a lot of different things in the industry. I can't really speak too much on that. That tea's on Patreon, but he went through a lot in the industry. A lot of people taking advantage of him. That also contributes to his mental illness. Now, he does need therapy, but he also needs to divorce Hailey. And I think he needs closure with Selena. Okay, y'all saying, oh, they were toxic together. He was toxic. Let's be very clear. Because if you toxic in this relationship and with Selena, you're the problem. Sorry. Okay? So he's a toxic one, and I think he needs closure with Selena. Now, moving on to Ciara. Ciara put out a song called, I believe it's called Ecstasy or something like that. Did y'all listen to it? Now, fans are on social media saying that she has died creatively and that no shade, she needs to evolve. That's what they're saying on social media about the record and the music video. Now, I thought the song was decent. It wasn't great lyrically. Like, she sounds amazing. Well, I said she sounds good. I don't ever think Ciara ever sounds amazing on a record. But the lyrics weren't that great. I will say the lyrics were a little bit blah for me. So there's that. The music video, I felt like it could have been better. I don't know what's up with these black and white videos that everybody is doing. I don't know if it's budget cuts. Champagne Thickums are the same thing. But the black and white videos gotta go. Okay? Is 2025. We need more color. Stop. Come on now. That's one thing. And I do feel like she do the same type of moves or sexual dances in every record that she do. That's why people are saying she needs to evolve because she's been dancing the same way. But I also think because Ciara doesn't have a voice like that, that's what's holding her back. Now, you can say, oh, well, Beyonce does the same dances, when she's on tour. Not necessarily in music videos, but when she's on tour. But here's the thing. Beyonce has evolved vocally. She has switched genres multiple times, okay? And then on top of that, she never does the same thing over and over again. Ciara does. And that's the reason why is because Beyonce, she's vocally a better artist. So she has more range and she can do more things. Ciara, she can only do a certain type of music because she don't have the range. And so I think that's what's really holding her back. If I had to grade the song, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. I didn't mind the dance moves, but we've seen this before from Ciara. And then also, I'm like, why is she picked now after having 4 kids to be so sexual? That's another interesting thing. Like, Ciara always kind of been sexual music. But I feel like now she's trying to prove to us that she's still that girl. I feel like, why now after 4 kids? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.